stand by while we watch this fall.
Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. I couldn't even tell you the day. Maybe it's the 18th. I have no idea. But I am tired today. All right, guys, finally time to meal prep. Brian is just cutting chicken into chunks. So we always have chicken. I don't get sick of it. Do you get sick of chicken?
Not at all.
We don't get sick of it just because we switch up the flavors that we season it with. Like, don't be dramatic. Just fucking eat chicken.
Work. Food is a chore for me during the day.
Well, if you're on a diet or you want to lose fat or you have any specific goal, sometimes you gotta do things you don't necessarily want to do. Like, I find it really funny when some of my clients who are trying to lose weight, they're, you know, like, oh, I'm hungry. Okay. You're gonna be. I don't know if that's harsh, I'm sorry, but you know, none of my clients, I have never given anyone under 120 carbs to eat. Everyone has been over, and 120 is only with my clients who they do like a very like more severe carb cycle, so their carbs skyrocket to like 240 and then come back down to 120 or something. But for the most part, everyone's well fed, and if you're hungry, sorry, that just comes with the territory of dieting. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about meal prep. Asparagus, we have it every single week. I love asparagus, truly, from the bottom of my soul. I love asparagus. We get it at Costco. It's so much more affordable. The reason we're able to do such like an elaborate meal prep is because we shop at Costco, honestly. We get the chicken there, potatoes there, asparagus there. Quickest way to cut asparagus, cut it right in the bag. So I'm just going to cut it. The ends are in the bag, so it makes for like the easiest cleanup ever. And then you just throw it out. And then I just pour this right on the baking sheet. So simple. Right now I have my oven preheating at 450. That's what I do for the majority of everything that I cook. It's always 450. And I always spray the pan with cooking spray. And then I'm just going to simply pour the asparagus right out.
I was reading my first batch.
Just like a rock star. Just like a rock star.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. Feel just like a rock star. Feel just like a rock star. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. Feel just like a rock star. Feel just like a rock star. I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a rock
So
star.
I just got my Yukon Gold potatoes already. They are seasoned. You want to season your food? Let me show you. Those babies are covered.
Oh, yeah.
And it already smells so good. So now I'm going to pop the asparagus and the Yukon Gold potatoes at the same time in the oven at the same temperature. I cook everything at the same temperature, so it makes it easy, quick and easy. I don't have to wait for the oven to preheat or get cooler. I am just popping stuff in all day long. And usually I would air fry these potatoes because hello, it tastes delicious, but the air fryer is occupied with chicken, which I will show you what we do for that. I'll show you one of the batches. We can do a couple batches because we cook so much chicken. But I'm gonna pop the asparagus and the Yukon Gold potatoes in the oven right now. Asparagus goes in, they were big, thick spears. So and there was 2 bags of them, so it's a lot of asparagus on one baking sheet. I usually do 8 minutes if I'm just having like, you know, 1 bag of medium-sized asparagus. 8 minutes is perfect because you don't want your asparagus to be like mushy, and it gets mushy quick. But these are thick. The pan is loaded with them on there, so I'm gonna put them in at a 450 oven for 10 minutes. And the potatoes, I'm gonna check them at the 20-minute mark and just see what they feel like with a fork at 20 minutes. And I will let you guys know how long they took. Green beans is is our other veggie for the week. I choose veggies that will not bloat me. So I don't do broccoli, I don't do cauliflower. I was going to do Brussels sprouts, but I don't get as much. And I'm obsessed with green beans right now. And if I buy a veggie in a bag, you better believe I am steaming it. Even if it doesn't say microwavable bag, you can make any bag into a microwavable bag just by piercing it with a fork, laying it on its on like the stab side down, and cooking it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes depending on what the veggie is. This actually is a microwave bag, so it says cut corner of bag to vent, microwave on high for 3 minutes. Same shit. So same exact thing as piercing it with a fork. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Get a fork, baby. And I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave. It says 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm probably gonna do 4, just like, you know, happy medium. I don't like them like mush, but I want them to have a little bit of a bite. So 4 minutes in the microwave, and then these are done. Easiest meal prep ever, right, babe?
Right, man.
So I have the Tupperware that I have here. And I just cut the asparagus into bite-sized chunks so that when I put them in my meals, I am good to start eating. I don't got time to fucking cut stuff when I'm hungry. Now for my rest day, I choose to have butternut squash instead of like white rice because I get more butternut squash. On my rest day I get a little bit less carb, so I just try to be as full as possible. So I have 12 ounces of butternut squash, and I just repeat. This is okay. No. Motherfucker. This butternut squash I bought yesterday. It is slimy and fucking disgusting. So I'm not having that. I'm gonna put you through a brief intermission while I recalculate some things in my MyFitnessPal for my rest day. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so fixed my problem with the butternut squash. Brian's really happy because he has an awesome meal plan set up for himself for the week. So I am, just to make it simple on myself, because I don't want to have potatoes for every single meal on my rest day just because it might get a little repetitive. So I'm just gonna go with a small little serving of white rice and just fucking deal with it. Alright. I'll be hungry and pissy, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's not fine. Whatever. I'm dieting. That's how it goes, right? I fucking said this in the beginning of the video. Alright, so now, a protein that you guys have not seen me make here on the channel is cod. I wanted some whitefish this week that wasn't shrimp because I've been having shrimp every week, and I want to show you guys how to cook other things. So right now I'm just going to open these out of the packet, rinse them, and pat them dry.
I'm about to hand me another cup. They run in my blood, oh, yeah. So give me a hit in the morning. Baby, you got me, I'm falling. When I go hard, I go all in. Ooh, give me the touch I've been wanting, 'cause it's your name that I'm calling. Only for you, I go all in. Nobody does it quite like you.
Potatoes are done. They were perfect at 25 minutes, so I just transferred them to a bowl and I'm just going to let them cool. And now I'm going to season my fish. I'm going to raid my pantry and see what I feel like seasoning it with. All right, here's the deal with the fish. So I am putting it on a pan to sear the outside because I want the outside to have a yummy, nice crust. So I'm gonna sear it on the pan for about 2 minutes on each side on medium-high heat. And then I'm immediately going to, after they sear on each side, I'm gonna put the fillets on a baking sheet right here. And I'm going to finish cooking it in the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes. I will let you guys know exactly the times if they change at all during my cooking process.
I know that's a lie. You can have your space, and I'll just go away. What am I supposed to say, when you come back to me? Yeah, you can have your space. I didn't think I wanted more than you inside my bed. I guess we never should have come this far. And now I wonder who's the guy that you just call a friend, even when I'm still up in your...
So I just recorded a whole entire clip that it wasn't even recording. I was talking to a camera that was not recording what I was saying. So I showed you the cod before it went to the oven, but now it's in the oven. I put the cod in the oven for 4 minutes. I said 5, but it was feeling kind of flaky already when it came out of the pan, and I'm not gonna overcook this stuff. It's going to continue to cook as I take it out of the oven. So I put it in the oven at 350 for 4 minutes, and I have one piece of cod that was like a tiny little thin guy that I'm just cooking on the stove because it does not need any more time. But I want to show you what I mean by, like, when you see it kind of flaky, you know it's done. So the cod that I'm cooking on the stove, if you can see it's like breaking open, that is a very good indicator that that is cooking in the middle. I'm sorry if it's not focusing. Timer off. This cooked for just 4 minutes on the stove, so I'm actually gonna remove it and put it on this plate to cool. Now I'm gonna check on the cod and see what I think. Alright, so the cod is done in 4 minutes. There was one guy that was really thick, thicker than all the others, and I was about to put it in for another minute, but I know it's going to continue to come to temperature as I just let it sit. So instead of putting it back in the oven and potentially overcooking it, I just put aluminum foil over the top of it to just kind of like create my own little oven of like the steam that's coming off of the fish, if that makes sense. So it's going to continue to cook on the inside. It is cooked, it's probably just like, you know, a little, I don't want to say rare because it's not rare, but just a little bit under, and I want it to cook a little bit more. Fish is something that you can actually eat like medium rare, not medium rare, I'm so sorry, like medium or medium well. You don't want to like overcook your fish. That is something that I cannot stand. That's when you get the smelly fishy flavor. The smelly fishy scent is when a fish is overcooked actually. So fish should not smell like fish. If you're buying fish, it should not smell like anything actually. So if your fish is super fishy, then you either overcooked it or you bought bad fish, honestly. So I'm gonna let that chill. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and then put some chicken in the air fryer, but before I do that, I'll show you everything, so don't worry.
Nobody compares to you. What should I do? Maybe I'll move away. Start somewhere new. I'll let you have.
Okay, so my chicken is in. Brian likes to put a shit ton of chicken in the air fryer at one time, and that causes some to cook, some to be raw. It's not what I recommend. So when I make my chicken, I do smaller batches, but then I only cook it for 9 minutes, and then I take it out and I like mix it all around, and then I cook it for another 8 to 9 minutes, and it comes out perfect. It's like hard and fried on the outside, but nice and juicy on the inside. And I do smaller batches, so I have this one batch, then I'm gonna do one more batch, and that'll just be my chicken because it tastes better anyway, Brian. He doesn't watch my vlogs, so he won't even see that I'm saying this. And then, for rice, I've talked about this so many times, but I'll talk about it again. Trader Joe's rice in a bag. This is what you do. Place, there's one in here. Place this side down. So you want the red sticking up. And it's done. Also got my green beans that are perfectly steamed. So I'm just gonna get all the bag opened and there's water all over the floor and all over me. But that's okay. I'm gonna get my Tupperwares ready and I'm gonna start to portion out my meals. I will leave the camera and just show you exactly what I do to go through my little assembly line. So I did this for 9 minutes. I take it out, shake it to make sure that all sides are getting like fried, and I'm gonna put it back in for 8 minutes.
No, you wasn't. You just wanna ride. You just wanna talk about politics, Chicago shit, and rock shit. Start dancing, ho. Sprite on the seat, come ride on the seat. Last girl, she a lie on the seat. She a fart on the seat, now she jogging the streets. I don't trust no one, begging like a fan, asking for a pic. You should use your phone, call a Uber. You a goofy if you think I don't know you need a lift. Is you is or is you ain't got gas money? No IOUs or debit cards, I need cash money. So back up. I need space now, I need you to slow down, it's not a race now. I can't really hear what you gotta say now. Shut up! Start dancing, ho.
All night I've been drinking, 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 all night I've been drinking,
All right, you guys are seeing behind the scenes of the Instagram picture. All of our meals are lined up. I have my cod, rice, and asparagus. I have chicken, green beans, and Yukon Gold potatoes. And then I actually ran out of cod. I'm surprised. So I had to do chicken, rice, and asparagus for one meal. And then Brian has this amazing looking chicken. He air fried it, but babe, what sauce is on it?
Some Kentucky bourbon barbecue sauce.
It looks like General Tso chicken. And then I think there's potatoes under
General
there.
Tso.
Oh, and then he really has General Tso. And then he has white rice, sugar snap peas. I told him he'd be obsessed. They're so good. And then chicken. So he has chicken in both meals. One's like a Korean style and then one is a barbecue style. So looks great. Our meal prep was, I think I'm zoomed in. Yep. My meal prep is usually really simple like that. I just choose a protein, a carb, and like a vegetable, and we just season it good. It doesn't have to be confusing. I've been really loving potatoes for my breakfast, so I make like little hash browns in the morning for breakfast. I do that just on the spot every morning, and then I just have oatmeal as a snack. And then before I go to bed, I have rice cakes and almond butter. It's like really uneventful. It's really not that hard if you just like kind of break it down and make it simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this meal prep, bikini physique bodybuilding competition meal prep. And I'm gonna take this picture for Instagram, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching, and thumbs up if you like this meal prep and if you wanna see more. Thumbs up.